just hit the subscribe button, the red button, underneath this video over to the right, and that'll sign you up on my YouTube channel. And then you can hit the small bell icon, so a little bell will go off and tell you each time I've started to broadcast a new one. I hope you enjoy it. We're so used to the idea of border problems of people trying to cross illegally that when it suddenly increases in volume to a point where it really is an emergency, it's hard for us to notice. But hey, it's an emergency. The previous high per month of family members crossing into the United States illegally was 17,000 a month, set in February of 2008. This month, 36,000 tried to cross, twice as much. And in each of the last 5 months of this year, we've exceeded the previous monthly high for immigrant crossings. All told, 67,000 illegal immigrants tried to sneak into the United States so far this year in the first 5 months. And in fact, 70 caravans of 100 people or more have shown up at the border attempting to cross. So if this isn't an emergency, what the hell is? Now, I know that the perception in Washington is that Trump declared an emergency because his bill didn't pass, and there was no other way to get the money to complete his wall. So he announced there was an emergency. And it's seen in Washington as a sleight of hand, a tactical maneuver to end run around Congress and get the money for the wall. But in fact, the statistics clearly indicate it is an emergency, an enormous emergency. In fact, the Secretary of Homeland Security indicates there could be 1 million people trying to cross the border in the course of the next 12 months. And clearly, the president is within his rights in saying this is an emergency. And I think any court in the land, except for the very biased liberal courts in the Ninth Circuit, would feel required to sustain that view. In any case, please write to your senator, particularly if he's a Republican, and urge him to stand by the president. Very important to do that. Just put his name on an envelope, Washington, D.C., with the name of the senator, Mitt Romney, U.S. Senate, Washington, D.C., and it'll get there. Don't worry about it. But write them, please. This vote is coming up, and it's very important that Trump have as strong a showing as possible, even though with Rand Paul's defection he's not going to win, to be able to prevail, to at least come close to prevailing in the Senate. And that'll be important for the momentum for a court case. I've just written a new book, 50 Shades of Politics, which is unlike anything I've written before. It's a series of 100 short, 2 pages each, autobiographic essays and stories and vignettes and tales from my career in politics, my time with Clinton, my work in 40 countries around the world and in every state in the country. You can't buy it in bookstores, but you can online at Amazon.com. Thanks for watching.